Hey, all right, welcome to my channel. I'm Jessica B, and I'm the teacher, superintendent, and chief executive officer of Mrs. B's Homeschooling. So, in this video, I really wanted to just share with you some tips on how to deal with homeschooling when you have a toddler. Okay, so a lot of you who know me, you know that I have 4 children. Okay, I have a 14-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 9-year-old, and then way on down the line, I have a little 2-year-old, my toddler, Jupy. So, homeschooling with a toddler can be a huge challenge. So if you have a toddler and you're wondering, oh my God, how can I tend to my other children when I have this toddler who needs my attention? Stay tuned. Okay, first, I want to, if this is your first time visiting my channel, I would like to ask you if you would please subscribe, because I want to continue to deliver this content. I've been homeschooling now for 2.5 years, way before the pandemic and all this stuff happened. And so I have a lot of wisdom that I can share. And if I have subscribers and people showing me, hey, I'm interested in learning this information, then I would feel even more motivated to put that content out there. Plus, I would just be very grateful. Also, give this video a thumbs up and share, like and comment below and let me know what other information you want me to share. Okay, on this channel I plan to give tips on homeschooling. I plan to just share my authentic journey as a homeschooling mom. I'm considered a millennial. I'm a millennial mom. I've been I went through the public education system, and I decided to homeschool my children for various reasons, which I will share in upcoming videos. But the purpose of this video is to share with you exactly how do you homeschool with a toddler. Okay, when you're trying to homeschool with a toddler, you have to get really creative. And I have four tips on how to do it. I mean, and it's taken me a long time. I've really had to try to figure this out because it's not been easy, none whatsoever. First, when you're homeschooling a toddler, you have to, and you have your other children that are older, a lot of times they can distract you right when you're in the middle of about to have a breakthrough with the other child. So that would happen with me a lot. I could be working on some division with one of my kids, or working on some kind of concept, and when you and that other kid are like in the zone and you're like, you're about to get this baby, you're about to have that breakthrough, then the toddler comes in and is like, mommy, and she's just demanding my attention. Like, that has happened so many times. We've had to just put things down and just pick back up later. Sometimes just saying, okay, I hope you can just, take it from here, or try to ask your dad to finish explaining the rest to you. Like, that has happened several times. But here's some of my tips, and I actually wrote them down so that I can refer to them. But yeah, here's my tips on what you can do when you're homeschooling your child, when you're homeschooling children who are in advanced grades and you have a toddler in the mix. Okay, first, try to have activities pre-planned for the toddler. I mean, I've had to get really, really good at this. Like, discover what is it that will keep your child busy for a long period of time, without putting them in front of the TV. Not to judge you if you do, because I've done that too. Trust me, I've been in some desperate situations where I was like, oh my God, just here, watch TV. I try to let her watch. There's a show called Alpha Blocks and things like that that she really enjoys. And I've used that before too, but that's usually I don't do that very often. But I try to have activities that are already pre-planned for her. Like, I have crayons, paint, understanding things are going to get messy, You have to be okay with that. Anything with Play-Doh. I might try to buy some new toys and have them, I don't pull them out until that day when she's going to actually, when I'm about to have school with the other kids, and I know that she's going to be demanding my attention. So that's one tip. You're gonna really have to, as a homeschool mama, just really be thinking ahead. You have to think 200 steps ahead of the kids. You're gonna have to be like, okay, at this time you always do this. This always happens. Let me pre-plan. Let me have activities that are already prepared for you that's going to keep you busy for a period of time. Now, if you have a child that runs through certain things and you won't have but 10 minutes, then this is where you have to get to know your child. And of course, you know, you're the mother or the father, so you know what's best. Find things that are going to be even more challenging, or you're going to have a whole series of things to keep them busy. So that's tip number 1. Okay, tip number 2 that I've done, that I've found to be beneficial, is when I'm getting ready to try to introduce a brand new subject or a brand new topic or something that's going to require some where she can't get distracted, or where she can't distract everyone, I try to plan it around her nap time. So if I know, okay, her nap time is going to be at like 3:30, then I'm going to make sure, like, okay, these new concepts I'm going to teach right when she takes her nap, and then that way I don't have her distracting me. Also, like, sometimes she sleeps later in the morning, and I may have, like, my 10-year-old, he may wake up super early, and so I'm awake at that time too. So what I'll do is I will do school early in the morning as well. So try to get, like, any hard topics, things that are gonna where you really need to focus with those other kids. Like, try to do that when the toddler is asleep. I found that to be, that's almost like the best solution I found so far. Like, when they're asleep, it's like, so much peace. So I use that time to just actually school the other children when they're asleep. Okay, another tip that I'm gonna put out there is, if you're able to do this, I haven't been able to do this, I don't have this luxury, but if you have family members who can watch your child for you, that while you're schooling, that's always great. Can dad take the kid somewhere? Can, you know, your mom or grandma, grandpa, auntie, uncle, you know, can somebody take, you know, the child somewhere? And this is when you're trying to introduce new subjects. Or can you have have certain days of the week where the child is actually I wouldn't say daycare, but like we're sitters with the child, is what I'm trying to say, where someone's watching the child. That's also a good solution to try, like just having someone watch the child while you're schooling the other ones. That I personally don't do that because I don't have people who, first of all, I just love having my children with me anyway. But I don't really have a lot of people. Like, my husband's, like, he's also doing things, so he can't take her and go anywhere. So that option is not available to me, but it might be to you. So I would look into that. I know people who do that, like someone's watching their baby while they're doing this. So, like, just know that during these years, while your child, like from newborn, it can be really tough. I've gone through it. Trust me, I know. But from newborn to toddler years, it's gonna be interesting, and especially depending on your child's personality. I mean, if you have like a really, really, really sweet angel who is really quiet and all that kind of stuff, like, great. If you have a loud and rambunctious child, not that anyone's good or bad, but it's all going to depend on the personality of your child, and that's going to determine how things go, and what solutions you need to put into place. And another tip I would suggest, and especially I've noticed this with my daughter, is try to do things like whenever they're, because you know when your child is going to be at his or her height, hypest, I guess. During those times, I would, try to include them. Like, my daughter loves to feel included. So if I'm working on mental math with my 3rd grader, a lot of times I involve her. I mean, does she know what she's talking about or what she's doing? No, but she feels included. So, and I've also noticed she's advanced really quickly. Like, she counts, she understands numbers, but that's because she's doing things on her level and she's listening, so she's picking up things naturally. All right. So I hope that these tips help you. Again, if you want more tips from me, I look forward to bringing more videos. This is really exciting and fun for me to share my journey and sharing tips with you on how to homeschool. All right. Don't forget to like, share, give a thumbs up, subscribe, comment below, tell me what you think. If you have any tips that you would like to share on what to do when you have a toddler and you're trying to homeschool, children that are in upper grades. Just, please drop it, drop the comment below. I would love to learn more tips, as well as the community that I'm trying to build here. We all could learn from each other. Okay, so that's it. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.